Master P's son, Hersey, that name is nuts. Hersey Miller, who's going to HBCU.
Is it Hershey or Percy with the H?
Percy with an H. All of his kids have that Percy at the ending of it.
Isn't it Hersey, Mercy, and then technically Romeo is Percy? I think.
It's Percy. Yeah, Romeo's not really a junior because the middle name is different, but yeah.
No Takashi 6ix9ine is surviving in my dimension. This coherent shit don't stop cause you walk outside of the village, nigga. Headshots. I know some niggas that want me dead, but still I stand. I gotta make hustle and put this.
The NCAA is allowing players to make money off of their name, image, and likeness, which has started a whole gold rush. Players are now making money like crazy. Thoughts?
Tim Tebow is in devotional, punching the air right now. He is upset.
Yeah, he is upset.
Reggie Bush is upset. Reggie Bush is legit upset.
Yeah, he has a right to be.
Well, okay, in the case of Reggie Bush, Tim Tebow is just mad because this isn't what he wanted. Because he argued against this like strongly a couple years ago when this discussion was on. He was still on ESPN. Reggie Bush, I don't even think with name, image, and likeness you would still be able to get $150,000 in a house.
That's a fact.
So it's still some still some problems there. Anyways,
somebody ain't doing the math right.
Yeah, I feel like imagine if all you had to do was give these boys an increase to their stipend. You know what I'm saying? Not have them out here running around like slaves. You know what I mean? Taking all their time between school and football, making it impossible for them to work for their own money. Imagine if it just took a little bit of compassion. That's all it took, was a little bit of compassion. And the NCAA wouldn't have what they have now, which is agents, companies, marketing firms, everybody who would be hitting up an NFL player's line is now hitting up a college football player's line, right? And the craziest thing with all this, right, is that you would think that the natural hierarchy of the players on the football team would determine the natural hierarchy of how you're going to monetize, right? It's 2021, dog. That shit don't matter. You don't have to be the quarterback. There are guys on these teams that have 1 million TikTok followers, have 1 million Instagram followers. Like,
you don't even have to be on the team. You don't even have to be on the football team. You can be the fucking archery team.
Archery, right? It doesn't matter. Anybody's able to make money now. So you went from, oh no, we don't want to pay those kids. We don't want to pay those kids. And it's not like you couldn't pay them. It's not like you couldn't work out a way to give them money. You were so greedy trying to hoard it all for yourself that now you've allowed it to be a business. It is straight up, strictly a business now. And no one can ever tell me that this is about education ever again, because it's so clearly not. It's so clearly not. And all of this was driven off of the greed of the NCAA.
Couple of interesting things. So does this give states like Florida, Texas, Tennessee that don't have income tax a little bit of a boost in recruiting now?
I think the guys who are finding a way to do this before the rules were in place are still ahead. Because if I was paying a guy $100,000, if I was paying a guy's family $200,000 to come to my school illegally and getting away with it, what now? Like, now that I can legitimately have an alumni come into the facility and pitch his business idea to my players and it be legal? Well, yeah, no, those teams are miles ahead because they've been doing it secretly under the table already. So now you're telling them that they're able to do it and it's going to be above board. They're already ahead. So the one aspect that I feel like people are missing on this is that it's going to put like, oh, well, MAC schools will be able to compete now. And to a certain degree, it gives them a little bit more leverage than what they had before. But it still comes down to, what is the industry like around you, right? What type of monetization ideas are you going to have for these kids? Are you going to be able to pitch to their families that makes it worthwhile to choose your school over another? Because now everybody can do this.
Yeah, it doesn't give Akron that much of an advantage
over
when you got
Ohio
State and Columbus.
Yeah, exactly. What does that do for you? Oh, we'll put you on the face of the used car dealership down the street from the stadium. Well, okay. But
advertising gyros like Ja Rule.
Slap your mama. Right. Legit. But now Ohio State comes in and be like, well, we can make you the face of JD Byrider. What are you gonna do with that?
And
you know
that's
what I mean? What you
small
gonna do
money.
with that? Yeah.
They can do a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
Like there's tons of companies in Columbus compared to all the companies that are in Akron.
I can't wait to see that shit. They deserve it, honestly.
The other question. So EA Sports just made an announcement that they're going to bring back a certain title on, I think July 20th is when they're making the announcement. And so that led people to, post their thoughts on whether it's Skate 3, SSX, or NBA Street. But with this news coming out, I would like to think that it's probably NCAA football.
It's NCAA football. If it's not, I would be disappointed. It's gonna be like TDE teasing a K-Dot drop and giving us Isaiah Rashad. If it's anything other than
they give us a countdown for Skate 8.
Right, for Skate 8. I don't want that shit. But NCAA football is coming back. It is.
It makes sense because of the timing. This is exactly when they used to bring those games out. So like I would think with the news coming out that they'd be like, all right, boom.
And I'm ready. I've been playing NCAA 2014 for the last 2 years on PS3. My stick skills are nice. I'm giving out L's for free.
It's love. He said it's love day. It's love day. Come on here and get some love.
First of all, I said sticks. Okay.
You said your sticks.
Everybody knows what the sticks are. Okay.
Anyway, one other interesting thing is that Master P's son, Hersey, that name is nuts. Hersey Miller, who's going to HBCU.
Is it Hershey or
Percy
with the H?
Percy with an H. All of his kids have that Percy at the ending of it.
Isn't it Hersey, Mercy, and then technically Romeo is Percy? I think.
It's Percy. Yeah, Romeo's not really a junior because the middle name is different, but yeah. Romeo's Percy as well.
Anyway, Hersey Miller, I believe, is going to a HBCU.
Tennessee.
Hasn't played a game of basketball yet, but signed a $2 million contract with the company to endorse them. Thoughts on that?
Get that money, young man. Get that money, black man. Get that money, black. Get that. Go, black man. Go, black man. You strong as shit.
Look, man. Anybody who has a problem with this, but still looks at, well, yes, number one, but also anyone who looks at this and has a problem with it, but then looks at the broader structure of capitalism as a good thing. I don't know how you reconcile those two things. I don't know how you can be pro-capitalism, but then hate that all of this is happening to sports, because you've allowed it to be this way. You've allowed capitalism to drive all of our institutions. And it was only a matter of time before it starts trickling down to people that you don't want it to. So I'm all for it. If that's what it's just going to be, it's going to be a free-for-all on everything. Then, let the people who are going to be marginalized by this capitalistic system get some reprieve, get something for their talent. You know what I mean?
They hate, let them watch the money pile up. 50 cents at the best.
Like, you can say what you want about people turning their followers into dollars, but how is that any different than some, spoon-fed trust fund baby inheriting fucking $1 billion or whatever? There is no difference. Well, actually, there is a difference. One of those people built their platform, and the other ones just took it when their parents died. Yeah,
they got it handed to them.
That's a fact. My only thing that I'm upset about is that Bo Nix and guy from Miami, Eric King, were like the first two people to come out with deals, and it wasn't one of my boys from OSU. Olave, where your deal at, bro?
Well, they're still running through the 100,000 that they got to come to Ohio State in the first place. So just wait till that money runs out, and then they'll have to.
They still coming through the checks.
As soon as they run out of money, they'll be signing their deals.
We got a season coming up. We'll talk more Big Ten, I'm sure.
Oh, coming up for sure.
Hey, where y'all going? Where y'all going?
Thanks for watching another Back of the Bus Squad episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Want to check out another episode related to this, go ahead and click that video to the left.
And if you want to catch up on some of our other episodes, make sure you click the playlist below.